So, Powerful King JJ says there's a reason why Tony named his fan base the Sickos. Welcome to AEW, Ricochet. And this guy's like, not on his cock, OMG. And then this guy's like, and then Ricochet responds and goes, this person should never be permitted to enter an AEW event ever again. And it's like, yeah, they're Sickos, bro. What do you expect? So MJ from NJ goes at it with Paul Walter Hauser, aka Stingray from Cobra Kai. So ref MJ from NJ goes, in other news, the sky is blue, water is wet, and the sun rises in the east. I was also today years old when I learned who Paul Walter Hauser is. Never heard of him before, just taking shots. I wish he was here. This is like kind of older stuff, but I don't think we talked about it. And basically they were going back and forth. I might have more of it somewhere in here, but either way, Paul Walter Hauser just goes, are you okay? So I don't know, dude. He was arguing with Stingray. You better look out, dude. He might Cobra Kai your ass. MJ says, the internet tells me this is some Hollywood actor. Never heard of him. He asked if I was okay. I'm great. Yeah, he is a good actor. Oh, man. I forget what they were arguing about. It was a while ago.
He's also an active member of the MLW roster.
Yes. And so more about the Ricochet toilet paper stuff. He goes, I don't want to see anyone switching it up. If you didn't like me before, you missed your chance. No jumping on the bandwagon now. Cheese curlers. And then this guy goes, you're cool. Just think your promo skills equate to two cats fisting each other in a bird cage. And then Ricochet goes, shut up. That's why you had to work on Christmas, broke boy. Wait, man. Bro, how you going to hate on who had to work on Christmas, dude?
Didn't Ricochet wrestle on the Christmas show?
Yeah, dude. You had to work on Christmas too, dude.
That's a cell phone, isn't
it? Yeah, right? I'm like, wait a minute. He was on that Christmas show.
Man. Dude, a blue-collar guy who works to come to your come to your shows.
Arena's response, he cooked them.
Well, there is responses. Here, let me pull it up here because I think there is more. Yeah, so he goes, you work once a week, which gives you 6 days to work on your promos, and you still can't cut one on X. And then Ricochet goes back to broke boy. It's like, is that all you got, bro? That is ridiculous. It was broke boy also isn't very innovative. And then he goes, instead of toilet paper, they should have thrown your ass some cue cards. At least it would dispel the illiterate rumors. Oh, wow. I think there was more too.
There is.
But goddamn, he just
good.
Baked
it. He cooks it. He cooks him a couple of times.
Oh my God. Let's see if there's more. Marie Shadow says Ricochet got to stop and no, this isn't developing a character, being cocky or nerdy or a dork. Our character traits, personalities, not a character. Exactly. Character has motivations, faults, likes, dislikes, failures, human emotion, and connection with the audience, reason, things like that. Yeah, it's nail on the head there. That's hilarious, dude. Cooked his ass though. Bro murdered Ricochet. Yeah, go suck my dick. Oh yeah, why does Samantha refuse to do it? That was before. Dude, he just went from like a cool wrestler to just being a geek going, and getting baked on Twitter by guys, man. Epic fail on Ricochet's end. I got nothing to add, but how are you going to hate on a dude who works on Christmas? So MJ from NJ goes, what a sad little copycat, not original, not creative, just a copycat engagement industry. And to think you followed me not long ago, so when I got on lock, you can keep stealing from my brain. So is this AIR Gold stealing MJ or what?
Could be. A lot of people steal his.
I was going to say, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me one bit.
Yeah, I don't know. Tickets for All In go on sale today, and only 30 people in AEW bothered to post. Oh, so he just went and like screen grabbed like MJ after MJ brings it up. Yeah. Right. He does this graft and then graft. Shout out Brendan Schubb. I can't help myself sometimes. So Revolution. Yeah, so he's just doing his verbatim. Yeah, he's a hack, bro. So here's MJ going at SRS here. So Sap is like, LOL, why stop at 3 or 4 weeks? I say this group should stop tweeting about us using our news. I think we covered this before, right? And we talked about how everyone's in their bubbles. So the bubble paradox, as we call it, right? As I call it. Even though I don't know why it's a paradox, I just call it that. But basically what it is, like, it wouldn't affect them. If me and Dose and everyone stopped talking about Sap or Meltzer, these guys tomorrow, it really wouldn't affect them any. Their business is what it is. They block out anyone who hates on them anyways. So that's what they actually want. You know, it's a bad business practice.
This group? Who does he think this group is?
Well, I don't know. I think MJ was in a group with like Awful and on a Spaces with a handful of people in the IWC. I'm assuming like me and you and Awful and I guess people like that, right? And so the conversation I think MJ and Awful were having was like, yo, if we stop talking, we should experiment on that. Like if we stop talking about these people, let's see if it actually affects their numbers and everything. And my whole thing is like, no, dude, they want that. They're already blocking people out. Like they don't care and it wouldn't change. They're already in their bubbles. So like, yes, maybe like 10 people fall off or something. But if you look, like, Social Blade is a thing, man. You can look at what their YouTube numbers are doing, and you can look at what mine are doing, and the way trending, bro. That's all I'll say. So I think it's just doing like this is more. It's not about not giving them attention. They're attention seekers, bro. So they want to be in their bubbles. So just ignoring them doesn't do. And then Voice of the Marks is like, Awful Wrestling and his buddies really try to say that they're the reason why Sapp and Dave Meltzer are relevant, which isn't necessarily what they said, but
no one's ever said that. I mean, both of them predate. I mean, I shouldn't speak for them because I'm not really part of that group. I mean, I am cyber friendly with some of them. I am not cyber friendly with others. I was famously on a show for 3 weeks that I haven't been on since.
Yeah.
Together there.
Fair point.
I mean, it's not a coordinated effort. There's no group, and I'll only speak for myself. I don't think I've mentioned Sean Ross Sapp or Fightful in any way, shape, or form.
Or Meltzer. There was like lumped together. Like basically they were saying like people like Meltzer or Elbu or Sapp, like the only reason they basically were lumping them together as well. Like people like Meltzer, basically like people like us who are critical of like the mainstream, I guess. The mainstream is in terms of like what is the wrestling news mainstream and stuff like that. Like we're critical of it. So I guess he's grouping people like us together. You know what I mean, Dos?
I do, but I mean it's about as disingenuous of what he's saying that anyone else is doing. I mean, exactly. I don't think I've ever posted a video. That's certainly not one that I created because I don't know how to create one. So
I'll help you, Dos. I want Ricochet to say the same things to the people who have to work on Christmas, like police officers, healthcare workers, and firefighters, nurses, Chinese food restaurants.
Him while he was working.
Chinese food restaurants, what I mean? Domino's. Your boy Phil Marks was here doing a Christmas show.
He was working at an arena that had a healthcare professional, that had police officers, had people from the fire department there working to keep him and the people in the arena safe. So he could have done it while he was working, calling other people broke ass.
Yeah, dude. So I went at Elbu, and I've been doing real good. These holidays, what I extrapolated from the holidays was, oh, dude, I love just posting and ghosting now. I don't give a, and it's not to be like cocky, but like I've built a really great audience, man. I'm still growing. Like the numbers go up even when I take a goddamn day off. Everything's just doing well, and I know it doesn't last forever. So I'm just being present. When I came on Twitter and saw that this got 12.4K views, I was like, holy. Now, I know views are just people scrolling by, but obviously most people laughing at Elbu, but a lot of other people being like, oh, you like whatever, defending him. It is what it is. I don't care what you think about him. This is what I think about him. I'm allowed to have my opinion. So Hangman goes like, Cena is going to have to be serious, heel leaning, slightly demeaning to Cody, and book dominantly from January to March. Aura restoring levels of booking dominance. And these are the people who ruin terms like aura. Clean wins over pushed guys. He has to feel super Cena level inevitable going against Cody. And it's like, no, he doesn't. Why go into that old rehash we've already seen Cena do? Well, I've already seen him be the comeback guy who gets his ass beat and the comeback guy who is super heroic and can't lose. Why go back to there's like an old man Logan put me out of my misery type story. So my quote tweet is, this guy sucks and is a hack. Cena doesn't need any of that. Right. And that's the other thing. He doesn't need any of that. By the way, bro, they could just have him run out there and team with R-Truth and it'll work for whatever they're doing right now. Yeah, bro. Like they don't need any of that. Anyways, like him and Cody could have a match and it's going to work is the point. Because they'll take literally. No, literally, he's not going to go out there with R-Truth. And I'm saying that him and Cody are going to have a match where it's like a Hogan Rock thing, bro. Like Hogan wasn't this indomitable force that could have never, and The Rock was the most over guy in the WWE. You know what I mean? And it was a moment of like two icon passing of the torch. That's sort of more what it is. They don't need to have him go, okay, have Cena come back and run through the whole roster and then he's gone after a year, you idiot. Like, what are you talking about? Who? Like all the jobbers? Okay, yeah, he can go on a run where he just decimates Otis and Akira Tozawa if you want, and Dominic, but that won't restore the aura of him like what him and Punk did. And you know what I mean? So what are you talking about? Like he's going to come and just destroy Drew and Jacob and Roman and he's going to be Punk. Like what is he going to do to get to that. It's got to be like he's unbeatable level. No, bro, no, that would be so dumb. How do you get there without clearing out the whole roster?
It's completely unoriginal. That's all they do.
So unoriginal. It's such like a hacky, like, no, that's what you do in AEW if you were a 6th grader writing this and you didn't like. So I was like, Cena doesn't need any of that. There's no restoring the Oreo. You restore the feeling marks, got to get a grip. Why try and rehash old that's already been done for the 1000th time? There's an Old Man Logan or Dark Knight Returns type of story to be told here with Cena. Different side of him where he doesn't need to be Super Cena anymore. Also, this is assuming all of the dirt sheets that are 0 for life with WWE in 24 are right.
Right.
About like him even fighting Cody. So it's like, why even go there if we don't even know we're going there yet, you know? So anyways, Cena should win the speed title. So it says
these are the same people that thought it was going to be Seth instead of CM Punk in the War Games match. These are the exact same people saying that. Yeah. So
and who are saying that they could book NXT better than HBK or that the bloodline marks are all stupid, all that. And now AR Gold is a traitor, and AR Gold's like, can we finally admit that Okada has not been a good signing for AEW? It's like, yeah, we did. It's not about finally. We did a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
So this
the Continental Classic.
Yeah. Heel Uzi says, what in the AEW is this? And so this guy tweets out the vibe I get from you in ring to Brian Cage. And Benoit and Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, no.
2 of the biggest pieces ever.
Oh, God.
And both died young.
Because they took too many steroids.
And then he goes, Brian Cage goes, I like it. Oh my God. It's so funny.
You dude. What?
See, Sickos is way more fun when it's like, trust me. I figured out what to do.
I mean, I get it. They're iconic wrestlers, but they're also infamous. I mean, one for murder, double murder. And
dude, they're infamous for like the wrong, like one of them's infamous for like exactly like you said, murder, do or died or whatever. And then you have another, and then the other dude's known for like going off and calling everyone the F word, and you know,
hating everybody,
like going out saying everyone's gay and stuff, you know, and then like and challenging people to fights and
yelling at college kids. He was yelling at college kids. That's what he was doing.
And then he's like, and then both of them for the steroid stuff. And I don't know, it's just funny where he's like, I like it. It's like, come on, just God damn it, no sell that. If you like it, and hit the like, those are private now, bro. Elon made that stuff private, you know, you didn't have to tweet that one out. I just want to say the internet wrestling community has taken the first L ever. The trending tags for AEW World's End are AEW World End and AEW World Ends. Oh my God.
You just made the list.
Oh my God, Scully. And this is what I told everyone a long time ago. Go back to the early days of PWT, man, and I said it. Most of these sickos are illegally streaming, and before Tony Khan and the sickos were running with a conspiracy about, hashtags aren't working. It's weird. We got to look into that. And the sickos, like AR Gold and them, were running with a conspiracy that AEW Dynamite was trending more than Dynamite. And I was like, you idiots, you're not spelling the word correctly. And a bunch of you idiots weren't spelling Dynamite correctly and got that trending. And they're trying to blame bots and the WWE. They tried to blame WWE. Now tonight, here's further proof, man. Is WWE doing this too?
You fucking stupid idiot.
Are they doing it too, guy? The hashtags are AEW World End and AEW World Ends. Oh, this is you guys doing this because the higher educated, actually AEW fans are more educated and they're richer, and these poor trailer park trash dumb who like women's wrestling and the actual storylines don't get it, and they're broken poor and they're stupid. And meanwhile, the more educated fan base don't know how to spell Dynamite. And here's more proof. They don't know how to spell World's End. They don't even know the name of the pay-per-view because it's not promoted properly.
The best guys, Tony Khan.
This is amazing.
Smartest fans, all college educated and very successful.
Speaking of MJ, he says, I wonder which this account is doing when. So AR Gold says most people don't actually care about Rey Fenix or any of the other wrestlers. They just care about how this makes AEW look bad. No, I disagree with you. I actually do care about Rey, and I do really love the Lucha Bros, and I don't care about AEW looking bad. I wish that this didn't happen so they didn't look bad. Okay? AEW not using Rey Fenix is wrong. WWE sells out almost every arena they go to. They're doing the best business they ever have. What the hell does Tony Khan think will happen if the Lucha Bros go there? WWE isn't being hurt by this at all. The only one being affected is Phoenix, and he's the most innocent party in all of this. Oh, what changed there? Gold, you did. Just talking out of your ass. That's what I tried to prove that to you guys on the show.
I mean, there's no promotion that cares less about the health of their wrestlers than AEW. Just the people that they've cleared to wrestle that nobody else would clear, including Japan, which will clear pretty much anyone. They AEW clears. I mean, Doc Samson. The guy at some point must have been. I don't know. He must shake his head every night, and he probably has no mirrors in his house.
Safest company in wrestling. Safest company in wrestling.
Right.
Yeah. Moxley just defended the title. Ed Brown's been a member for 8 months. Thank you very much.
Wait,
and
so
John
Moxley won?
Yeah, he won, dude.
I got that one right. Back on the winning wave.
And he pinned Jay White of all the people, not even Cassidy. Idiots, dude. So Walker Stewart, the Velvet Voice WS, Netflix and movies like Superman did this to me. They go at Velvet Voice, whatever, you're a fan favorite with an undeniable following, whatever, just like Seth freaking Rollins. Catch him when Raw premieres on Netflix, whatever. So it's like a bot tweet out. I got one for Superman, Netflix doing this. Walker Stewart, who I guess is the voice of New Japan, he goes, don't care. So they tweet out like Raw on Netflix. He goes, don't care. Watch New Japan Wrestle Kingdom 19 this week, live in English on New Japan World. And I just quote tweeted, I was like, bro, how cringe could you be? A, you're responding to a bot. B, Netflix. You think anyone gives a about the New Japan thing? And just to be like, don't care. It would have been funny if he was like, watch this. But he's like, don't care. You don't care about the biggest wrestling thing ever that the guy who owns New Japan cares about. I guarantee you. It's just gatekeepy, geeky, annoying. And that was our Sicko segment.